build takes time. We should be patient. Those are the major things from the part of that song that we have listened to this morning. And so, good morning once again. Welcome to the Super Citizen Big Talk, okay? And this is where you and I, citizens of this amazing nation, attempt to solve some of the challenges of our nation. My name is KEMI ASEKUN, and of course, I have in the studio with me Dr. QASIM AKINRETI. This morning on the Super Citizen Big Talk, we are looking at how to solve the challenges that we face as a nation, where we get to see ourselves as the tribe, our ethnicity first, and sometimes even our religion before we see ourselves as Nigerian. The way we see ourselves has somewhat, confined many of us into boxes, and hence relating with the other individuals from other parts of the world becomes a very, circumspect thing. People are not free to do all of that. However, it's important to remember that the diversity is what also, is our strength as a nation, okay? Our diversity, the different colorations of our ethnic groups and all of that is one of the most beautiful things about Nigeria. And if we do not harness this, we will continue to have challenges as a people. And that's why on the Super Citizen Big Talk this morning, we are looking at, from your own angle, from Dr. Akinreti's angle, how do you think as a people we can start to see ourselves as one nation, one Nigerian nation, and that way harness the strengths of our different ethnic groups to eventually come to bear in the greatness that Nigeria will become. Dr. Akinreti, good morning once again, and thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
Of course, you do know that you can start calling from right away. This one is different from the Super Citizen headlines. Dr. Akinreti, in your own opinion, what do you think that we need to do as a people, as a nation, to start to see ourselves as one people, Nigeria first, before whatever it is else that we choose to call ourselves? How do you think Nigerians and Nigeria can achieve that?
Well, I think basically what you need to understand is that there is strength in unity and there is strength in diversity. There's nothing wrong with Nigeria as a nation. What is wrong is with the citizens, the Nigerians, because we do not seem to understand what God had in store for us, as a people. We have everything going very well for us. We have good human and material resources. And this human and material resources is not about tribe. It's not about religion. It's not about culture. And so these innate abilities that God has given to all of us, we're supposed to pull it together and to make life much more rewarding for all of us. So the first thing into this, there are three issues. We must talk about fairness, we must talk about justice, and of course we talk about equity. If we can bring all these things to bear in everything that we do, you find out that in all the cultures, these basic principles of life, these ethos are there as the guiding principles for us. And even the religion, you can see in other faiths, traditional religion, Islam and Christianity, all these things are also embedded. So it is about the people, it is we that doesn't seem to understand who we are and how we can galvanize our efforts together. The reality is there are certain centrifugal forces that pull us together. Sports is one example. If there's a football match today, everybody forget all the fourth lines and then appreciate who we are. And that's why we're talking about strength in diversity, strength in unity. We don't care if the entire 11 the lineup is for one particular region. What we're interested in is the results at the end of the day. We all enjoy ourselves, we're happy with it. But when it comes to the issue of resource allocation and sharing, that is why we have the challenge. Because one part of the country or the other will believe that it has been shortchanged, and because we are not bringing the issue of fairness, equity, and just we are not bringing it into play.
Okay,
that's exactly why we have
Dr. Akinreti, please hold your thought. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name, sir?
Dr. Akinreti, I greet you once
Thank you
again.
so much.
Felix
Thank you
from
so
Lambata.
Oh, Felix. I'm going to have to get your voice to my head soon. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I think what doctor is saying, our diversities, we have not really exploited it positively to our own advantage. And actually, when you look inward, you will not blame the Nigerians too much for that. I think the problem has been with leadership. Leadership from the time of independence to today. Even when they were fighting for independence, you will see the key leaders. They had very separate, secret agenda for their regions. Adana, Awolowo, Azikiwe, they were not sincere to themselves. They were not truly sincere. If they were sincere, they wouldn't have played this
Felix,
card they are playing today.
Felix, we have made, let's say we have made those errors. How do we fix them, and what is the way forward? Because in truth, we can't change the hands, we can't turn back the hands of time. We can only move forward. So if we are to move forward, what do we have to do now? They have gone. As a matter of fact, wherever they are in the vistas of the world, I'm sure Nigeria is the least of their problems. But Nigeria is our own challenge now. We must face it.
To our greatness, whether we like it or not.
The only way forward now, Auntie KEMI, for us, the ordinary citizens, are you listening?
Yes, we are listening.
Is for us to look away from religion, ethnicity, and all these tribal issues, and focus.
How?
As the leaders that are coming on board now, genuine questions, as individuals, as group. Yes, the situation is this bad. Now you are coming to take over. What are your intentions? How do you want to change the situation? Not when you come in tomorrow now, you use the past administration as an excuse for your failure. Ask them sincere and genuine questions and demand for answers from them. They should be accountable to us. Our voice will speak for us. And where elections are, we should rise up against it. So that we get the kind of leaders we want. They say people leadership determines the type of people you have. So we get the right leader.
Wait, Felix, which quote is that? What I know is that people deserve the leaders they get.
Okay, the food is out the type of leader they get, huh?
Yes. So you have rearranged it.
That is what I was trying to protect.
Thank you very much, Felix, for your contribution this morning. Okay, you can place a call through to 0818-2222 205 0818-2222 205. Alternatively, you may call 0903-2229-797. The Super Citizen Big Talk. How can Nigerians start to see themselves as brothers and sisters, regardless of tribe and religion or creed? Okay. Hello, good morning, David. How are you this morning?
Fine, thank you. David back.
David back. Philip, I see you. I'll pick your call after David, okay? All right, please go ahead, David.
Yes. You see, for us to see ourselves as one, one is love. Because if you love your brother or your sister, you cannot allow anything to harm her while you are here. Another thing is that we should keep religious sentiment behind, tribalism, nepotism.
How can we do that?
Once you have love, all these things will be passed.
Are you sure the laws will make someone love somebody?
Yes. Let me talk. If I see you as a Yoruba man, as my sister, I see an Igbo man as my brother or sister, there is no way I will allow something that will come in between to separate us. If we can work as brothers and sisters, we love each other. I don't think there is any other thing. That even if somebody is coming to separate us, we will stand against it and conquer it. God bless it. God bless KEMI, and God bless Nigeria. Bye.
Amen. Thank you very much. God bless you too, David. Philip, you can send your call through now. Okay, 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. Dr. Akinreti, we're discussing. Philip said that love and the laws. Do you, in your own opinion, do you think that laws can actually? Let's quickly take this one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oops, I thought. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Aha. Citizen Abimbola, welcome.
Calling back again.
Thank you.
Have you heard this song before?
Yeah.
Nigeria, we hear thee. Our home, their native land. Though tribes are tongue may differ, in brother always stand. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. This is before now, our former national anthem. Let me go specifically.
Should we go back to that national anthem? I like
Can
it.
two work together except they agreed? Can you answer the question?
Yes, two cannot work together unless they agree.
Except they are agreed.
No.
So the constitution we are following is alien to our culture.
Are you sure the constitution is the problem?
Constitution.
Senior citizen Abimbola, are you sure the constitution is our problem, or should we just go back to that national anthem?
Let me end up with this analogy. You are wearing two colors, and you are flanking by the two sides. Able to tell you the right color.
We didn't quite get that question, citizen Abimbola.
You are wearing two colors, and this one is flanking your size. This one is yellow, the other one is red. Who is right then?
Well, both of them are right.
You have to switch to the other side to understand each other. So I'm drinking tolerance. We need to tolerate each other. This might take this long.
Thank you very much, Citizen Abimbola, for your take this morning, and thank you for keeping it within the 2 minutes mark. I've forgotten his name, but I saw your call coming on the other phone. Philip, 08182222. Oh, Philip is back. Hello, good morning, Philip.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you, Philip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to thank God for your program on this radio. I wish other radio stations too would have told the same way that you people are doing. You see, when you are talking about the unity of this country, is something that we should, by all means, do it, because what is before us is not good at all.
Let it be good.
Because when you are, when the country is so divided, both by tribal, religion, and when you go into tribal by section, when you go into section by family, it's too bad. As I'm talking to you now, there are some Nigerians that are stateless. Most of them in this country. Like you go in carry local government in Taraba State. All the two people that were origin of that local government, they are expelled. Some of them, they are in Benue State. And in Benue State, they do not recognize them. In many states like that, you see such people.
What's the way forward?
Yes, the way forward is that let the House of National Assembly enact laws that would criminalize all this discrimination. Are you getting what I'm saying? It should be a purpose, because there are some governors in this country that are spearheading such division. So let there be laws that will fight against those things. If not, this thing is taking us to a bad point. That is what I want to say.
Thank you very much, Philip, for that contribution. Dr. Akinreti, it's time to coast home. And then in another few minutes, you will be discharged and acquitted from Citizen FM studios. Okay, so let's just quickly wrap this up. As a final take on this, on Nigerians being able to see themselves as one entity, what do we need to do? And I see a call coming in. If you can do it in 1 minute, because I need Dr. Akinreti to wrap this up. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kevin. It's David calling back again from Central Area.
Welcome back, David.
Thank you. You see, the issue of being in one Nigeria or seeing ourselves as one Nigeria, just like a man that married 2 or 3 wives. One morning he will call all his children together and sit them down and tell them, do you know that it is this woman that gives birth to you? He will talk to the other one. Do you know that it is this woman that gives birth to you? Do like this, do this, so that when I die, you'll be part of the inheritance. Instead of him to tell them that all that I have belongs to all of you. Nobody should segregate. You see, the Nigerian leader we have, they are the cause of this unity that we are having as a country. Because they are not telling us that, okay, please, so Nigeria is one. No matter how, whatever it is, other political affiliation, other religious affiliation, other, what is it? All of us are one. See, I like what the former president did, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. You know, during the last election, the statement he made that the blood of one Nigeria does not worth his ambition as a politician. And that is what leaders are supposed to adopt. That is what our current politicians are supposed to adopt.
Okay, well, that's where we stay the calls this morning. Dr. Akinreti, time to wrap up your thoughts, and thank you so much for your patience. So, how do we get to see ourselves as one united people?
Well, two things are quite important. One is for us to have to eschew love, and that aspect of love is synonym for brotherhood. Once you know that, my neighbor, once we extend love to one another, and then we also have respect for our,
our differences.
I think we are going to get it right. And we have absolutely quite a lot of laws that are taking care of discriminations and that even try to strengthen, our unity. So we must go back to the basics and appreciate all these, important institutions that have been established. You have a Federal Character Commission. The essence is to bring everybody on board. But the essence for us not to have equity and fairness.
But the truth is, if we see ourselves as brothers, will we still need a Character Commission?
No. It's just part of, because in the diverse, society like ours, you also need laws to strengthen it. You need institutions to also strengthen, that diversity to make it work. And that is why those things are quite good. To what extent are we as individuals? As I said, we as individuals, how are we practicing that? Do you respect the other person? Do you appreciate who he or she? And then do you also bring issues into perspective without looking at the fault lines? But the moment we will look at issues, dispassionately, from all angles, I think we are good to go.
We're good
because
to go.
The population is a strength. The diversity is a strength.
It's a strength. As a matter of fact, the United States, do the diversity lottery because they want more people.
They know that's what they are making. That's why they are moving ahead. So whoever can do the best for us, let's put our best forward and let us all appreciate that. Let's support that person. So that, because once things are good,
for one person, once it's good for the nation,
percolate to the other.
Absolutely.
So when you are going to when you are going to enter a plane, you don't ask, is the pilot, a Christian Muslim, or is it from Yoruba? No.
Yes.
You want to get your destination safely. And so we are looking for leaders that will eschew love.
Dr. Akinreti, I must say a very big thank you to you for being here this morning. You were here on time, and that is very commendable. And it just shows that indeed you are a journalist par excellence, because the people who never go late to events are the producers, the presenters, and the journalists, okay? We want to say a very big thank you to you.
It's a pleasure.
We look forward to hosting you again next week, Tuesday.
I'll be here.
Oh, by the grace of God.
Willing.
Yes. So thank you. Yes. So thank you very much to everyone who listened and enjoyed the show. To all our callers, Christian, Pascal, Felix, Mr. Bangboshe, Citizen Abimbola, Felix, David from Central Area, and Felix again and again and again. Thank you to all of you for being a part of the show. We must also say a very big thank you to those behind the scenes who are doing a lot of work. Muna Aka, thank you, and Fred Ojime, thank you also. That's the person in charge of the YouTube channel. Either men will learn to live like brothers or they will die like beasts, and that is Max Lena. Martin Luther King captions it this way: we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Let us not be the fools. Nigerians are better together. This is Let's Stay Together. Is by Kush. Enjoy, and I'll be back in a bit. Thank you.